Good morning, good morning. What's going on, Johnny Cool? Hey, Bob. Bitcoin trading sideways kind of as expected. Had that pullback to the 72.50 level I mentioned. What up, Zimmy Jim and Marco? A few coins got a little bit weaker, a few coins perked up, but I still like Bitcoin's action. Ow the ow. So let me see here. For a quick Elliot wave count, you know, we're still looking for the 1, 2, and we're still in the middle of the 3. What's up, JR Riggs, Crypto, Dolphin, Magwell, Fred? Yeah, Zen's doing his thing. Digibyte looking okay. ZRX doing okay. So, again, my guys, I spent yesterday getting the symbol list for the crypto software. They're still working on that, so I really can't show that. But I do like the action here. Hey, Alan, Tony, SBIC. So, and I will say, I mean, Elliot Wave so far up this bottom and these last, couple of months has been pretty good here on what's showing on the screen. So I'm still impressed. If we go in and look at 5 minute by Elliot Wave, you will see probably this was a little triangle here. This is a wave 3, ABC down, ABC up, and then 5 waves down for an irregular flat. And also, if you know, a lot of Wyckoff people trade springs and uptrends. So I mentioned here when I was live last that I wouldn't be scared of a move down to 72, 72.50, and I said that because I wanted to see these lows get sprung, and that's what happened. We came down, tried to bring out some selling, didn't get much done. What's up, Out? So we came off that, came back up into the trading range, tested it, and then now it's trying back to working back towards the highs. So I would guess this is probably a wave 4 that ended here. Would be my guess. Something like that here for an irregular flat. And then really the 1, 2s would be further back down here. I have to look at that closer, but basically something like that, which means we still got a wave 5 coming. If we do mouse around here a little bit longer today, then probably you could just say we're doing a probably some type of triangle here. And then the fourth wave would just be moved over farther out here. That's my current thinking. And again, for the bulls, any pullback down to the 68, 6,900 level, I think would be extremely disappointing. Anything below 7,000 starts getting me worried. Thanks, Anthony. We're trying over here. I mean, we had a good run into January, made a few missteps. Just got to build from mistakes, try to keep emotions in check. Basically, this is just a market, as everybody knows, moves fast and furious. What might be a normal year takes 3 weeks. So there's still my thoughts. Let's go through. We're going to go through Zen and DGB and ZRX and some of these. Let's go back here. Let's go to a 30-minute. I mean, same thing on most of these coins, I just think find some support here, keep moving higher. Here's Dash. I mentioned some type of fourth wave consolidation, so I think that's why we're having. Classic not doing much. Would like to see that hold right in here at this 17 level, and then let's try to take out 19. Ethereum, a little bit of weakness coming in. That one's got me more concerned really than any coin I'm probably watching at the moment with positions. Not liking, especially not even liking the last a couple hours here off the 485. So we'll watch that one in the future a little closer. Litecoin 86. Litecoin not acting quite as strong either. I mean, Bitcoin's really the one holding in here. I am pretty well still overweighted Bitcoin for most portfolios. Ripple just below 48 cents. Probably if Bitcoin does get that 78, 7,900, some of these coins, if they keep acting a little bit weaker than Bitcoin, probably do need to be maybe traded a little bit. We'll wait and see. There's OMG, 770. ADA still holding the gains nicely. That chart looks excellent. BAT USD, can't complain there either. Decred 72 and a quarter. Looks like a nice continuation pattern. Digibyte another 8% right here, right now. It was a little higher earlier on the exchange news. We'd say we thought that one would dig in and go through the highs, so that's happened now. EOS coming down. Again, I'm not sure. That one might be decent here if you're looking for a little extra risk. Short-term trade possibly here. Still trying to get my arms wrapped around that one. Made, staying right with it. Holding gains nicely. Haven't really brought up quantum in a while. Not really many positions there. Not acting the best. Strat, USD. Off the highs, chart doesn't look too bad. XLM, USD. Trying to get through a downtrend line, but that one looks excellent. XVG I haven't brought up really recently. Needs to get some more work done to the upside. ZEC. Be nice to see continuation there. Then we got Zen. Did that 29 plus. So that one's still working higher. As you know, we like Zen. ZRX, buck 21. Still looking good as well. So that's kind of my usual coins. If anybody else wants to discuss anything, I think it's pretty, I still think Bitcoin's leading us. Everything's just following along. Correlation is high. So on my developers today to get these final changes to the software, we're still just, I don't know why we keep having issues. US stock market down a little here. This is the Wyckoff wave. Neutral kind of on everything. As I've been saying, volume is not coming in here very strong. So I really think we're just going to probably continue to mouse around. Nothing exciting on stocks at the moment. Yeah, the DGB was exchange news. I know Nick tweeted that out. I think I liked it. That was off the Twitter. You can check that out. Like I said, I think I liked it. I don't think I retweeted it. I'm not sure. I just saw that real quick this morning. Alan, thanks for that link. Yeah, I know Silbert's bullish. I mean, and actually Nick tweeted about that, and I think I like that as well because he was saying they have what, like 5 coins they hold, Zen and let me bring up that other one. Zen and ETC was 2 of them. Then he said 99% of the rest of coins were going to 0. So definitely interesting. And that was here on CNBC's Fast Money. You can check that out on Nick's. And I just retweeted it as well. Johnny Cool. Soldier ZRX. I would think ZRX still, longer term has a lot more upside. Short term here, who knows? I mean, I still really think, if we look at this pattern, I mean, on the Bitcoin, I really think we're going to go through the 78, 7,900 and then probably have violent trading between maybe 8,000, 7,600 and then a further assault, probably 9,000 plus. And that would be maybe the first good wave off the bottom. Then we'd have another sideways, I think, consolidation like 8,500 to 9,000 and then still onward and upward. So too early to say that, but as I've said, I mean, this decline looked really well with Elliot wave and Fibonacci. The rally off of it's looked good. And we've had this rally. I wanted gains to be consolidated, hold higher levels, and so far we've done that. So, again, a breakdown 6,900 would be extremely disappointing. Then I might have to reevaluate our short-term bullish thinking. I still agree with like Tom Lee when he's saying we're 30% below the 200-day moving average, misery index. I think we've shook everybody out. I mean, I think we've just shook the trees. I still think the lows are in. So take that for what it's worth. And August 10th, definitely. I mean, it'll be interesting how we trade into that. Maybe we run to 9,000 before that. ETFs don't get okay. They delay them, and we have a nice quick pullback. Everybody sells that. Bears come back hard, and then that's your last chance to buy. So I can see that happening. So I think all we can do is try to trade this day by day. I hear you, Beef. So that's really all I got. I mean, I don't have much. Again, I read a little bit of news. I don't pay a lot of attention. The news can just screw up your head. So really just continue to watch action. Working on the software. I think the key is still, just like Silbert saying this, I think the key is you got to make sure you're in the right coin. So I think the big thing here moving forward is if you're holding 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 coins, you're going to have an opportunity of being in the right ones and making big money, or being in the wrong ones and having a lot of them go to zero. So I think that's, obviously I think that's Nick and I's job as much as anything, is being in the right buy and hold ones and then trying to trade around that position. And that's really all we're trying to do here, because the big money is going to be made on the home runs longer term, not trying to scalp here and there. And now I think the trend's higher, so really trying to scalp a little bit here and there is okay, but you don't want to miss the meat of the moves. And I did the symbol list for the software yesterday. I think I've added everything that most of our subscribers talk about. Once I get that launched, people can give me coins to look at. If your coin's not on the list, I will add it, and it should show up, basically right after that. So I'm so excited about that. So that's really what I'm working on. There's some news Bob's talking about. I mean, I think, it's easy if we keep working higher. I think for the news to trickle in, everything will be bullish. So I agree with your talk on NASDAQ and NYSE. So, and everyone, yeah, some people won't like that, but I think that brings in a lot of money. So I think if you're trying to make money here and like this area longer term, I just think there's a lot of money in it. And you've seen the chart, Nick posted as well, that when gold ETFs came out, that started a multi-year bull market. Same with oil and a lot of these. So ETFs could bring in consistent money as we go. So I think it could be good. We go to Bitcoin Cash, 1 hour. I mean, there's Bitcoin Cash. I mean, that would have been, this would have been a left shoulder head, right shoulder. We're kind of trying to jump resistance and backing up to it. So I don't see anything wrong with the Bitcoin Cash. Litecoin. If you're looking for a head and shoulders, I mean, to the downside, I mean, I'm not going to like that after the down movement we had and trying to do a head and shoulders. No. I guess somebody might say that's a left shoulder, this is a head. We're going to mouse around and work on a right shoulder out here, another week or so. But if you look at a shorter, I can't see anything there like that. I don't really trade head and shoulders. So I think keep everything alive. We just hold these levels, and if we can get a 7,600 print, I think that just keeps putting more confidence that we made a pretty good low back there. So that's all for now, guys. Tone Bay's still very bearish. I'd heard that, so I need to slide over there and see what he's saying, but I don't understand. I don't understand tone. So 99% sure we'll hit 1 to 3K. Wow. And I guess he's calling that off the TNA that he does, I guess, the DeMark stuff, but I'm not sure. I wish DeMark would come out and give some discussion. I don't think DeMark says much. Once in a while, CNBC gets him on. Otherwise, he's busy giving it. I think he gives advice to Steve Cohen, a few hedge funds. I don't think he's going to give too much free information out when he charges an arm and a leg for it. So Coin Grinder, 7,500 was his top for last year, so that he thinks that's resistance here. Interesting. Well, we shall see. I know he's bearish down there at 57.50, so I don't, we've had 1,800 off the low, so. Again, for him to say that, I think you'd have to say this is not a 1, 2, 3, it's an A, B, C, done or still could be done on one more new high, and then again we start overlapping 6,800 then you would have talks that that's an ABC and we're headed to new lows, which maybe then could bring in a 5,000. And I don't know whether Tone was, I don't know what he was doing. Whether he was bullish back there, when we went to 7,000 up to 20, I don't know what he was thinking. I don't really watch many other YouTubers to speak of. I might for a second if I hear somebody saying something about him. I don't really watch any TNA because I don't want any other opinions for real. So we're just quiet here, 7,400. I mean, it makes you think more that we're working on probably a triangle. So maybe we stay quiet here, 7,400 for, the rest of the day before we firm up again. That's all I got, guys. So I'm going to break out of here. If we get any big move, yeah, live debate show would be cool. I think Nick and I, we're going to get ready. Maybe we're going to go to a different, more expensive software that I basically bought years ago. I think we're going to do that where we, I guess we have a lot more cool items. I think we can Skype in 8 people at once. I think it would be cool to bring in just 3 or 4 viewers, argue positions, have you guys tell us your top 3 coins and why. I think it'd probably be fun. That's something I've talked about doing. And also just let, maybe Skype in some people around the world that could provide us some knowledge. I'll let Nick know. We just talked before I came live, so no show tonight, I don't believe. He's still with family. I'm still in St. Louis. So, if I stay here, markets move or anything, I'll come back live real quick. If I leave town and things move, I'll probably just do a recorded video. And I think Nick and I, as far as I know, will be back live, him and I, not till Monday. It'll matter if I go back home, visit the wife for a couple days here, take a minor little break, but not taking many breaks at the moment. So really, after fighting this market, I'm a little more excited about it, so I want to stay pretty close. So Topher says that the tone was bullish, maybe up to 7,500 on the big rally, maybe. But that was an incredible rally, so I'm not one to jump on anybody else because these markets are tough to trade. So yeah, Nick's interviewing, I think, another EOS gentleman that maybe is a little higher up the chain of command. So I think it'll be probably a pretty good interview. I like what Nick's doing because we're getting some of these coins even reaching out to us. And I think as these markets heat back up, Nick will bring a lot more value even in the future with some of these interviews and things they kind of let us know behind the scenes. So I think that's good. Nick's definitely brought a lot to the channel, so we're happy about that. All right, guys. Yeah, it's tough to watch somebody that's doing conventions and not trading. It's way different when you're in the trenches instead of just talking about it. So, Alan, I have added a few short ones. Really my answer to that is always I've waited 6 months on the damn software. When the software is up, then I would, I'll definitely will go in and do more videos with the software, talk about OP Force Tech, talk about trade setups and primary trading opportunities and all that. So that is the plan. So just, not having consolidated volume I guess now, look at the chart. I don't know whether most people look at Binance, etc. So now a lot of people don't even look at volume. So, and I don't think you can do TNA without volume. So I will definitely, the ones I did, Alan, I just did some short, quick ones. I threw in like the ones I did on Zen when Nick and I was on that, just trying to show some Wyckoff markings. But yeah, I want to go in way deeper. Still, I did a forum and a group on learncrypto.io. As soon as Mike here got that going, it broke down again in a couple of weeks. I've got a gentleman here in town I'm trying to help me because Mike has been busy. So I'm trying to get that. So really at Learn Crypto, we can, go in with students, talk more about the software. So those are things I'm still trying to do. I know a lot of Discords, don't have a lot of action, and we've never done that. Just trying to figure out the easy place for everybody to share some knowledge and make some money. So here's DigiByte again. So what's up, Joshua? I mean, yeah, I hate to keep talking about the software, but I've done all I can do. I mean, I'm still arguing every day with my guys. You can see that the stock software works perfectly every day. Everything loads. It's just the 89 exchanges and the hundreds of coins. And then the pricing is so much different than a stock. So, I keep telling them I got subscribers, students, everybody, not happy that the software just doesn't get here. And, they keep working on it. That's all I can say. I still think it's a game changer to be able to look at all the volume and really make some intelligent decisions than just trying to put the odds in your favor. So I think that's what it is. So, all right, guys, I'm out of here. I'll be back later if we get any real action. Thanks for tuning in. I hear you, Jeff. And really, as even I saw Peter Brandt said it. I mean, and I've said it with a lot of things I've done over the years with stocks. If you're right 60% of the time and got your risk reward worked out, I mean, you can make a ton of money. So you just got to have the trade setups, I think, that you can say, hey, the odds are in my favor here. Let's jump on this. So that's the key with the software, I think. So we will catch you later.